All right, here is probably the hardest thing, but also the most effective thing for decreasing stress. Put a little bit of context around this. I spend around 8 hours a week lifting weights. I spend almost every evening making dinner with my girlfriend, spending quality time together. We have a date day once a week. And I own my own business, and I wake up at 5 every day to get started on my business and put in 6 to 8 hours, 5 days a week in my business. From the outside looking in, I have a lot of reasons not to be stressed. Financially, I'm in a pretty decent place. From the outside looking in, there's not really a lot of reasons to be stressed out about my life. But let me tell you, there are still plenty of opportunities to get stressed out about my life. And that's what I want to talk about here today, is you will never have enough time to do all the self-care practices, all the de-stressing practices that the research tells you should do. Right? If you looked at the optimal routine for health, I mean, it's going to include something like waking up early, drinking a glass of water, taking 12 different vitamins and supplements, doing breath work, doing a cold plunge, going for a run. Then you're going to have to do some HIIT. You're going to get a workout in. They'll lift some weights to get the strength going. You're going to do some work. You're going to somehow connect with many people, but also be connected to just one person. You're going to need alone time. And the list goes on and on. And so the thing that's the hardest to do is to let go of a lot of that stuff. It's easy when you see some new research, you see some new idea. Oh, I need to do that. That's going to solve my problems. But a lot of the problems that need to be solved are actually in letting go and acknowledging that you can't control the future, right? And even if you did all the best self-care practices, all the best de-stressing practices, you are still going to be missing something. You can still get hit by a car. You could still have some unexpected accident happen that causes either a problem with your health or a problem with your work, a problem with your relationships. And so like investing too much mental energy in trying to chase that perfect routine, trying to do everything, we end up creating a lot more stress than we actually reduce. And so the hardest but most effective thing you can do is to just acknowledge the things that you're not going to do, to actually intentionally choose, I'm not going to meditate this month. I'm not going to do breath work this month, etc., etc. And then to flip it on its head and pick the 1 to 3 things that you are going to do. And there's a good amount of science that shows that we create the most impact in our psychological resilience through intentional effort. So it's not about how much we do, we're being intentional about what we do. And the more things we try to do, the harder it is to be intentional. So what you can do, a quick tip to help make this easy, is start to sort things into 80% and 20% buckets. What are the things that, the 20% of things that, okay, that's actually something that I need to do. I'm worrying about it, but it's actually something I want to do. And that's going to make a big impact, more so than the 80% bucket. The 80% bucket are the things that, yeah, that could make a difference, but not as much as the 20%. If you actually take the time to list out some of the things that are stressing you, and you can do this at the end of the day and just think about, what are the things that stressed me out today? And you're not going to get all of them, but if you do this, it takes you maybe 1 minute to jot them down, the ones you can remember, and then just take those and put them into buckets. What's 80%? Things that aren't going to make that big of a difference. And let's say you have 5 things. What's the top 1? What's going to make the biggest impact? And then focus on that thing. And when you do that, you're going to notice that your stress actually really starts to drop. Whereas when you keep trying to do more things, you're going to notice your stress actually increases. If you're noticing that, it's a sign you need to rewatch this video and start with this hard but really effective way to decrease your stress. Hope that helps. And as always, don't forget to fill your cup first. Have a great day.